Hi, David Hood here, the Dallas SEO Geek, and this video is about when will SEO die? I get this every once in a while or in some form or another, and I see it online a lot, and a lot of people have pronounced SEO, search engine optimization, to be dead many, many times in the past. In 2009, I mean, almost every year for the last 5-6 years, someone has run for the hills. A lot of times it's because there's an algorithm change and they are unable to adapt, or maybe just they got a little bit unfortunate and one of their biggest assets got crushed. There's a lot of different ways in which this can come about. Now, there are still a lot of people in the community who understand SEO on a more deeper level, and they have never said at any point that SEO will die. And to me, I believe that SEO search is like the printing press or running water. I mean, the printing press was invented 500 years ago, and it changed society dramatically. I think that the printing press is one of the main reasons for the Renaissance, that allowed us to share information and reduce ignorance across the world. And so, and the benefit of that is that everybody in society, society in general, just got a lot better. And so I think the internet is like the printing press on steroids. You don't have to print it and send it to people. You can put it up, and everyone across the world can view it instantly. The difference is astronomical. I also think it's like running water or electricity. We're just going to need search for a long, long time. Just the ability to be able to, the ability for you to be able to search. Let's go down here. Any factual question that pops into your head in 30 seconds or less, you have an answer, right? 20, 30 years ago, you just couldn't do that. And it goes well beyond just factual questions. It goes to deeper understandings of things and the ability to research things in a very public and hope ideally unfiltered way so that the truth can be out there. Now, the downside of this is that misinformation does get spread very well on the internet as well. And so it's not a perfect system. I'm not saying the internet or search is this perfect, wonderful, holy thing. It's a very good thing that has drawbacks, but that overall it is a huge boon for humanity. I mean, there's really nothing like the internet that has ever existed, or there's really nothing like it right now. The computers and internet and search have done for us is amazing. And again, I think it's here to stay. There's just so many different ways in which it has improved the human existence. So, when will it die? If you haven't told by now, I just don't think it's going to die anytime within our lifetimes. Have you suddenly stopped searching for things? Do you suddenly get your information completely through a different channel? No, you don't. Are there different things that have come about that have made search have to adjust a little bit, or where maybe people do things a little bit differently with search? Does social media stop people from searching? Some people think social media is going to kill search. I don't think so. I think that people, Facebook is it might be the most popular in terms of total time spent in the world on a website. That doesn't mean that search is gone. Facebook still has a search. They have their own search engine. YouTube is the second most popular search engine in the world. So, search is just here to stay, and the ability and the techniques to try to rank yourself well within some form of search is just going to be around. So I think that search engine optimization still has a very huge long-term potential. There's a lot of cases where people spend 3, 6, 9 months working on a site, and then for 5 years and well into the future, it provides revenue, and they don't really work nearly as much on it after that. So, and here's another thing that is often the precursor to people saying SEO is dead or SEO is soon to die, is when an algorithm change happens. So yes, some people get penalized and they go, oh, my techniques don't work anymore, so I'm done. So I'm going to move on to something else like pay-per-click. But really, what I've stated in some of my other videos, and what I keep telling people, is that the core algorithm of Google has not really changed that much. Yes, they've added some different features here and there, but the core way that they look at a website is not that different than nearly 20 years ago when they started taking over the search market. And it goes back to build your site properly, do the simple but most important things, and then off-page popularity, what people are linking to. Google's algorithm is still heavily a popularity contest, and that was their major development. And so, the way in which you go about this and the techniques that people have come up with is different. So people are constantly coming up with techniques and advancing how to do SEO in ways that no one ever thought of before. And so SEO didn't exist 20, 30 years ago, and I think it's still in its infancy. And in general, the internet is still in its infancy. Imagine what it'll be like 100 or 1,000 years from now. I think it'll still be around. So there's a lot of misunderstandings that get spread about SEO. There's a lot of people writing about SEO who have no experience actually ranking sites. I know this for a fact. In fact, this is a very large amount of people. A lot of people get started in SEO by blogging about SEO. That's their starting point. And so they just kind of regurgitate what other people are saying out there without actual experience. And there's very few people out there who really share high-value, unique techniques. And a lot of times those are for sale for very expensive prices. So I do want to talk real quick about the long-term investment potential. I did mention that it can be something that is low maintenance going forward, that can provide a lot of revenue to a business in a way in which none of the other forms of marketing that I've got to compare it, that I'm going to quickly compare it to, can really match. So, for example, with pay-per-click, it has some benefits for sure. You turn it on, you get traffic right away. It's sort of like guaranteed traffic. However, it's much more difficult to increase your profit with pay-per-click. You can increase your conversion sometimes significantly, which again also helps with SEO. But in terms of the cost per visitor, it's very difficult to dramatically reduce that. And by dramatically reduce, maybe you reduce it by 50%. That would be amazing, right? Well, with SEO, you can reduce it by 99.99%. I mean, the amount of potential to improve SEO and to get a recurring benefit off that, it far exceeds pay-per-click. Not only that, but so Google gives search volume for search phrases in their tool, in their keyword tool, and it's intended for people to bid on pay-per-click. Now, based upon my experience, in my estimate, the total amount of non-zero search volume that they serve up to people is at most 25% of the total search volume. So there's still 75% of the searches that no one's targeting either with pay-per-click or with oftentimes not even with SEO. And so there's a lot of low-hanging fruit with SEO. But not only that, but to me that means that in a lot of ways the SEO market potential is much bigger than the pay-per-click market. I'm not saying that SEO is better than pay-per-click. I personally think it's overall better, has much more potential for an ROI. It is a little bit riskier, but pay-per-click can be risky as well. You can send traffic to a site and get no conversion. So it's not a perfect world either. Social media marketing. Now, I think social media marketing is really hit or miss. I know that there's a lot of people that spend a ton of time doing social media and get nothing out of it. And then there's people who don't spend much time and they get lucky and they get a great response. Maybe something goes viral or whatever. So social media marketing is a bit of a mixed bag in terms of that. And it really depends on your market. I'd say some markets, like plumbers, social media marketing is not going to be like a big thing for them probably. But if you're a graphic designer or a fashion designer, social media is going to be much more important to you. So it really depends on the market that you're interested in. Again, I think search engine optimization, there's more data out there, there's more analysis you can do, and it's more under your control in terms of being able to at least read what's happening and know and understand the flow of traffic and where it's coming from and why it's doing what it's doing. Now I have verse email marketing here, and it's the same for all of these in terms of SEO works well with all of these. Sorry, my phone was ringing. They all work well with SEO, especially email marketing. You get the traffic, and pay-per-click and email marketing work well together, and even social media marketing works well with all these. Social media marketing works well with SEO, but I do put verse on here, and email marketing by itself can still be an extremely valuable tool. Again, it depends on the market and the opportunities that you have. It's a different kind of work, and it's a different kind of marketing. But I do recommend people look into it, but sometimes it's not really the first place you should go. I like direct mail as well. I think direct mail is a great way to market your business in a lot of cases, and it's a very different opportunity. But again, it works with SEO by it gives branding and exposure to your business, and people, if you send direct mail to people with your brand on it and people search your brand, Google sees that and they see that your brand is getting searched, and so they give you more authority. And so that can definitely help. Any offline marketing can really help with SEO. Not directly necessarily, but overall it can help. But I'm a big fan of direct mail, and for some businesses that's actually better to do direct mail. And so SEO is not for everyone. Anyway, I've gotten a little bit off topic, but to get in summary, I don't think SEO is going to die anytime in our lifetime. Anytime in this century, SEO will still be there, and businesses will still be able to make money off of it. And there will be sites that will work for decades in providing high value, high quality revenue to businesses. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.